tell us, what do you think of your experience?
The experience was great. The people were fantastic. I'm really happy with the result of the transplant, and I recommend them.
This is Tim. He's 45 years old and 6 months ago had a FUE hair transplant to the crown. So we're going to show you his crown. This is what he looked like. So you can see it was a fairly sizable crown with hair loss. And this is what he looks like now. Chin up a bit, please. So you can see the crown is extremely, for 6 months it's done extremely well. It's filled in nicely with high density. You can see the wall. You can see the donor. There's no evidence that FUE follicular unit excision was performed, and the donor is high density. Chin up a little bit. And it merges quite nicely with the existing hair. So I'm just going to ask you, maybe if you want to turn around and tell us, what do you think of your experience?
The experience was great. The people were fantastic. I'm really happy with the result of the transplant, and I'd recommend them.
And what clinic was this again?
This is the FUE Hair Clinic in Scarborough.
Yeah. And how painful was it?
I would say a 2 out of 10 most of the time.
Yeah.
Not painful at all. I mean, even if there was a little bit, I was treated very well here. So,
do you feel maybe you should have done it sooner in hindsight, or?
In hindsight, probably yes. I think that I was a bit in denial, and then realized soon after my mid-40s, thought this is something that needs to be looked into, and whether or not it was a possibility, and obviously was. So.
And how old are you now?
I'm 47.
Yeah. Have people noticed it? Have your friends noticed it? How is that? It's not the kind of thing a lot of people would notice, but
the people that I've told are very surprised, particularly showing before and after pictures that I have. I will say that there have been in the past people that had commented on it just because, and obviously nobody's commenting on it because it looks full and natural, and it's not noticeable, I guess is the best part.
How did you arrive upon the choice of the FUE Hair Clinic in Scarborough?
Through your reviews. I was looking at a few other clinics as well. Distance was definitely one, proximity to where we live, and I think the most important thing was on my initial video conversation with you. I felt confident that you were capable and knew exactly what you were doing, and had a nice demeanor about you, and positive that you were able to help, and I would say that that was a lot of sort of my decision process.
And post-operative, after the procedure, post-operatively, how did it go for you?
There was some facial swelling, sort of through the sides of my forehead, I guess. I think because of the donor, but other than that, I mean, it actually was a nice period to sit and relax. You got a chance to be able to you had to wait it out. So, but in terms of pain, very little. And I felt that I was able to get back to normal life relatively quickly.
What about follow-up by the clinic? How did you find that?
The follow-up?
Yes.
In terms of the...
People calling you?
Yeah, so the regular daily conversations were helpful. I really enjoyed the ability to be able to know that what was going on was normal, as it's, it's a first time obviously doing the procedure, and hopefully the only time doing the procedure. Yeah, I found that the follow-up, just knowing that how things were progressing were normal, and so that made me reassured that we were on the right track.